I was 7 years old when everything ended. Not slowly, not gently, in one moment, one phone call, one silence that felt louder than screaming. Before that day, I was just a kid. After that day, childhood was over, even if my body was still small. People think losing parents means crying every night. That's not the hardest part. The hardest part is realizing no one is coming anymore. No backup plan. No adult who will fix things. At 7 years old, I learned something most people don't understand until much later. The world doesn't pause because you're broken. School still starts in the morning. People still laugh. Life keeps moving and you're expected to move with it. I remember sitting in rooms full of adults who were talking about me like I wasn't there. Decisions about my life made over my head. I stopped asking questions early because I learned that questions don't change reality. Silence felt safer. I became quiet, not because I was calm, but because I didn't trust anything anymore. When you lose parents that young, you don't just lose people. You lose the feeling that you're protected. Every room feels temporary. Every relationship feels fragile. You grow up fast, but not in a heroic way. In a lonely way. I watched other kids complain about rules, about parents being strict, about not being understood, and I wanted to scream. They didn't know how lucky they were to have someone to rebel against. I learned to rely on myself before I learned how to ask for help. And that sounds strong, but it's not always a gift. Turns into control issues. Turns into emotional distance. Turns into never fully relaxing, because somewhere deep inside, you're still waiting for something bad to happen. As I grew older, people saw me as mature, disciplined, focused. What they didn't see was fear driving everything. Fear of losing what little I had. Fear of being dependent. Fear of trusting the wrong person and ending up alone again. I didn't chase happiness. I chased stability. I chased certainty. I chased the feeling that if I built enough walls, nothing could hurt me like that again. But walls don't just keep pain out. They keep people out too. Relationships felt confusing. Love felt risky. Attachment felt dangerous. I didn't know how to be vulnerable without feeling weak. I didn't know how to need someone without hating myself for it. Losing my parents didn't make me special. It made me different. It shaped the way I think, the way I move through the world, the way I measure risk. It gave me strength, but it also took something from me that I'm still trying to understand. And the truth is, you don't get over something like that. You learn to live with it. You learn how to carry it quietly. If you're watching this and you grew up too fast, if you became strong before you were ready, if you learned to survive instead of being taken care of, you're not broken. But you are shaped. And recognizing that shape is the first step to choosing who you want to become next.